Hey everybody, and welcome to a special episode, Take 2, with Marit. Hello, Bo.
Hello.
I'm just skipping the intro again because I totally messed up. So we were talking about that it's hot in the UK, and Bo is still sitting in a jumper within her building because, if I remember correctly, the air conditioning is so cool.
Yes, it's
and
crazy.
We were talking about the end is near because England won in the penalty shootout. So let's skip that. End is still near. And I forgot to record, so that's it. My bad. Today we are going to look a bit into Camel Kingdom, guys, and just as a little service for Bo, just to see what we've done over the past, because she's been with us last year when we were doing the Arabian area, but there's been a lot happening since then. So just having a little look again. This is the main street. Yeah, we've looked at it for 5 minutes already.
Wow.
So I'm just leaving it to Bo now to talk a bit about what you think about the main street and the little kids area, because my viewers most likely know this already.
I know.
So I'm just leaving it for you now to
say
say what you think of it.
I love it. I'm looking at these really cool circular paths that I'm just like, I don't know how you even did that. That's really cool.
These ones on.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at the overview. I love the main street. It's so pretty, so inviting as well. And then you've got the little kids area on the right there with the jungle gym. I love jungle gyms.
Oh yeah, the jungle gym. Yeah, there we go.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I want to go and have a play there. That seems like fun.
You're invited. You get a free pass. It's no problem.
And then of course the picnic benches is really nice. I mean, that's what's cool, right? It just looks like an actual area that you could find in a theme park. Like, I could go and walk around and sit on some coasters, and then if I turn around, there will be an area for like the smaller kids, and their families will go and sit at the picnic table while the kids play, and it's really cute and nice and inviting.
That's sort of the idea. Yeah, that's sort of the idea of the parks, like to have really like this little kids area over here where you could basically park your kids and just enjoy a bit. Like I
love it.
You know, I imagine that the moms could just be here, have a bit of a picnic, and like, you know, the older brother and his dad, they're going to the more thrilling rides over here, and so that's the idea.
I think
about
it's the moms and the daughters going to the thrilling rides, and the dads will go and hang.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, right. They're having totally right. I can relate to this. No, it's
really cute.
Let's go over to
the garden. This is
this
nice.
one. Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Oh, see, I forgot to replace my custom picnic benches with actual ones. That's why nobody is having picnic here.
Oh no!
See that? Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna show you something. Have you seen this one? This little taverna in here?
Ooh, no.
Like I made this little tavern where people can go in and sit down. Like, really have these bullseyes in here, as if you were in a ship. And then once you sit down over here, you have this beautiful look into the harbor. Like, you can really see the motion simulator ship. You have the towers. So, like, I really was paying attention to the sidelines, which
really
I learned
nice.
from Mr. Silverette.
Wow.
So if you, for example, imagine you sit down over here, you really have like the vision, like the coasters pathing over your head, like really rushing over your head.
Oh yeah.
You can see the coaster going, like you know, raising the attention or the excitement for the coaster. So if you want to go on the coaster, this is really already grabbing your attention. So if you sit down here, you really want to go there. You are excited to finally go on the coaster, but you can still see all the buildings, and really, I think this view over here really makes it what would be a pirate harbor. Like, if you just sit here and watch.
Wow.
Yeah, then we have a little boat in here, or two actually. So it's just as in a harbor, you have the big ship, and then you have some smaller ones in between that somehow nobody cares. As this guy doesn't really care because he just walked through the wall. Oh, well, props to you, mate, without breaking your legs. But yeah, and then we have we have the stand-up coaster. We can try.
Cool.
Let's try to have a ride with it.
Yay!
It will be laggy, but let's try to have a ride with it.
Fun.
Let's go into. Oh, we're gonna first row. Let's go into first row. Guest 1, guest 2, no, and let's go into. Where is it?
That's alright.
Oh, I clicked on the guest. That's why. Let's click on the coaster. And that would help. Come on, jump in. That's the wrong one. Okay, wait. We're gonna just spit it up and take the second one. There we go.
Oh, too fast.
Yeah, but just okay. There we go. Now it will be lagging as hell as we now have the view of the whole park. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Hello, lovely 14 FPS. So yeah, we go through this hole in here. Then, as I said, like over the harbor into.
It's been so long. It's been so long since I've ridden any coasters on Planet Coaster. It's really nice.
1 week, Bo. Just 1 week.
I know. I'm really excited.
Me too. I can't wait to go again with you on those coasters.
Yeah.
It's just so fun.
I will scream.
You will, definitely. Throughout the entire coaster.
Yeah.
We know that. That's so good.
No, it's just it's nice. It's nice. Like, and that's the thing about like Planet Coaster. It's always going to have like a really super special place in my heart. Like, you know, it was the first game that I worked on when I started working at Frontier, and obviously during my first 3 weeks, and we had Gamescom and everything, I got to know like the loveliest people, you know, in the community, in the content creator community, and it's just been like a really, really special time for me, and I hold it very dear to my heart. And I notice I always say something sentimental in your videos. I don't know why, but like I just really feel that way. Like it feels like a special like part of a family in my heart. And I just, even if people sometimes ask like, oh, where's Bo, or like if I'm busy and I don't get time to like reply or be on Discord or all that stuff just because it's too much, then I hope that you guys, if you're feeling sentimental like me, that you feel the same.
We do actually. You are very welcome to always talk about that in the videos.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, if we keep the schedule of one time in a year, it's not too often. But no, it's actually, you know, you just said this like the way that kind of the content creators and whatnot. But the funny thing is, if we just take, for example, you, Michelle, and me, and also Sylph, like Sylph was potentially the only one who really was kind of a content creator already.
Yeah.
Michelle and I, we were just like kids that just came across this weird game, and when we were coming to Gamescom, it was just like it didn't feel like this was something which will go on for the future. It felt like at the beginning as a one shot or whatsoever. Like I don't know, I guess together we even haven't had more than 500 subs or whatsoever, so times changed a bit. So that's really cool actually. Amazing. To still have this relation, which is far away from only the game and being a creator or whatsoever. It's really like having the nice conversations together and stuff. And we all know that you're pretty busy, because actually I think for you it's also nice to just come back to Planet Coaster every once in a while.
It's so nice.
Since the last weeks and months have been a bit dino heavy.
There have been so many dinosaurs in my life. I can now say Paracephalosaurus without any problems. And I just, you know, that's crazy. And it's been, again, that's like a completely different game in its own league, and with a different community. There's obviously some crossover and stuff, but just met new people and all that stuff. But Planet Coaster and the Planko fam will always like be super special to me, and it's just so nice to every now and then just come back to it and talk to everyone, and you know, get lovely emails. Like the other day I got an email from Tilly Twos, and it was just so nice to read how she's doing and what she's thinking, and wishing her well as well, of course, and you know, same with a bunch of other people in the community. It's just been really, really lovely to have those friendships with people, and I'm really excited to see everyone again. So yeah.
Yeah, that's I can just only relate to this. It's really cool, and you can really feel how people hold together, and it's really amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't have to be like 20,000 people. Like that's not what it's about. It's about like meaningful, you know, interactions with people, and that is what makes A, my job really good, but also B, makes my life really good, because I get to have that, you know, on a daily basis with people, and like these kind of chats is just really, really lovely. Like catching up with you as well, it's just really nice. So I really, really appreciate that, and I hope that people know that as well, that I value.
Yeah, I'm quite sure, and then I'm really happy that we can translate this and kind of bring this to people now through this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, looking at these things, even though we're not going too much into detail. But I just
it's just lovely, Rudi.
Since I know Bo, I know that she's just enjoying looking at it.
Yeah. Sorry, I go speechless every now and then just because I'm like, oh. Yeah,
it's you know, it's always different. Like you have people that are going to go crazy over it, but I really got to know that you are most likely the more quiet you are, the more impressed you are.
Yes, I'm literally just watching it. It's just really, really cool. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
love
that's
this.
basically the area we started back then.
I
So
know.
That's the final result. I guess you may have seen that already because some of your video guys asked me someday to send
Yes,
over the
yes.
park, and I've seen that also in a video recently.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen that
yeah.
in an ad. So that was a gorgeous shot from over here. It's basically I saw that.
Yeah.
It's beautifully edited in. But let me just go into two things I wanted
This
to
is
show
the
you.
one.
So
This is the one we did.
yeah, the
Yeah.
first thing is like the final market. Like you have seen
beautiful.
the making of, but this is like the final market. And honestly, and that's maybe let's take this minute now to explain why this is so special. This very area over here shows the overall progress of Planet Coaster. When I started this whole thing, I was messing around with 1 million of barrel planters to make sure people wouldn't run through all these things.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, Planet
remember.
Coaster came along, or Frontier came along, with a little update containing curbs and barriers.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
handy.
Yeah.
So right? So I was making this whole thing over again. And then again, you inserted with the Adventure DLC some gorgeous new foliage thingies, as you can see over here. So I was replacing all these Caribbean,
All the handmade ones, yeah.
yeah, which are basically over here. As
I
you can
know.
see, there is totally a difference. So we have these more brighter green ones over here, but these are actually more like the Adventure Arabian Oasis ones. So
Yeah.
I changed this again. Then we have like the path textures and stuff with the concrete texture, which is hidden in here. You can't really see that, but it really helped me to make this all look like a more seamlessly integrated plaza, which is just
Wow.
divided by all the shops. And now at the end, you really have this, and as you can see, this is the first time you can really look at it. People are not running through anything. Like it's really working perfectly, except this wall over here, which is a bit of a bug, but that's not too worrying. And yeah, that's basically a perfectly working plaza now, which is amazing since considering how look at how tiny and thin this little, or narrow this little area is, but people just perfectly roam around here. So I think I don't know if you guys out there think the same, but I feel that pretty much this okay, now I'm confused. You are screwing up my talk, guys. I was praising it and you are just
Almost. Oh no.
okay, almost. Okay,
Get your pick
exceptions
glasses out of
do
there.
prove the rules, or how do we say? Okay,
Yeah.
see this guy, you doing it right, even though
I
your
love
hair
it.
is a bit lovely haircut.
I love his hair.
Yeah,
It's Jacksepticeye.
yeah, it definitely is. Thanks
The
for visiting my
fountain. I
park.
love the fountain.
But yeah, what I just wanted to say is that
Yeah.
it adds so much. If you see how people roam around like in these narrow roads, it really gives this theme park feeling to it. And I just enjoy this. I just like looking at it. It's just crazily
Yeah.
nice.
It's really good.
And yeah, so now we are going into the ride we have started back then, just to show you. This is the queue area. Oh, they're queuing up until the roof. Oh god. Waiting time from here is about 2 hours. Okay. So going into this one, it's a bit narrow, but then we are coming in here. That's already one area I love. You have
Wow.
these windows in here, and you can look down. This is like the big entrance area of the ride. So you have the queue on the right hand side, and we have this little exit on the left hand side. So
Love
I'm
it.
just going down here. Then you move on, go even deeper into the catacombs, let's say. Then we down here, the lighting changes. And just around the corner and another corner, we are in here, and
Wow.
you may remember this.
I do remember this.
Yeah.
Remember this. This is awesome.
So that's where it found its place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So lovely.
That's it, and then we have, let me just go through all the walls, there we go.
Oh, hello. We did the
Oops.
on-ride video, I think, together as well. Where we
Yeah,
did the
right,
little-
yeah, that's right.
This was
So
nice.
yeah, now this is like the off-ride, a bit
Yeah.
like just seeing it all as a one picture.
Really
But yeah,
nice.
this is like the little camels, and yeah, the gate. We have talked enough about the gate already. So yeah, that was just a little recall of the. Oops, I'm just stuck in here.
Uh-oh.
Let me just see. How can I go out? I have to go out here.
We're stuck
and
forever.
there we
Okay.
go, out. Whoa, that was high. So yeah, there we go. And then we have, but I showed you everything like that. I'm just
Yeah.
doing it as a little service for people who haven't maybe seen that. This is the Arabian area. Now we are moving into a new area I'm quite sure you haven't seen much of right now. This is the medieval area.
Ooh,
and
cool.
this is,
I
as
love
you can see,
medieval
it's
stuff.
not opened yet.
Oh, okay.
It's coming soon, so we have to look at it from this area.
Oh,
right?
that's awesome.
It's a coming soon area, and if we go in, you can see that's the medieval area. It's totally inspired a bit by the Taron area in Phantasialand a bit. But yeah, it's a medieval town, and we have like a crazy interaction with this single rail coaster, which, as you can see, is completely rushing through all these houses. The basic idea behind this is, just to let you know, this whole thing is built around the Black Death. So
okay.
kind of the coaster is kind of the symbol for the Black Death. It kind of comes from this little tower over here and rushes through all the houses and brings the Black Death to the medieval town.
Oh no.
It's kind of sad, but
you
it's
made it sad. I know.
It's historically accurate.
It's
so,
true. That's very true. It was a
to
terrible
give it really
plague.
a meaning, and quite often in theme parks you really see that those things have kind of a backstory, and yeah, that's how it looks. And if we watch closely, we can now see the coaster go through, because I just love this single rail coaster, how it behaves. I just love how it turns. It's I don't know, it's so satisfying to see it move.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
I love those little slow loops that they do.
Yeah, and then these quick turns, like I really enjoy how, as you can see here, it really looks so smooth. And then we have like now the corkscrew through the roof, and it goes back through the other ones. You can see it passing by in a few seconds. There we go, first time. Then it moves around the right hand side and goes back through another bunch of buildings until it's going back into the station.
Very cool.
Which is this lovely building over
very,
here.
very cool.
And I think that's one of the most realistic queues I've ever built. Like, it's super long. It's actually super long. So that's where you go into the coaster. This is the entrance over here. And then we go through here. You have this little garden area. And then we go over this bridge. So then we are in the station building for the first time. We go over here over the ceiling level. And we go outside, so you can see into the brake run. Oh, and I'm spoiling what I'm building at the moment. Let me just... we look at this later on. Then you go through this little backyard. Over another bridge. You would assume you go into the building. No, you don't. You go into this area over here. And then you have to go forth and back a few more times. And then you're going into the building. So as you see, it's pretty long. And the basic idea behind this is, at a real theme park, you can adjust it. So if you have more people in the park, you would open this area.
Yeah.
If you don't, you just connect this directly over here.
Wow.
Same goes for like this area. You can also make a direct connect over here, and you can make damn, where we go? Yeah, you can make a direct connect over here as well. So, yeah, try to be a bit more realistically accurate.
Really cool.
Even though my builds are never realistic, because with that many details, nobody except Disney could pay. Never at all. Anyways. Yeah, then we have a little restaurant here. Oh, no, that's basically more like a shop area. The restaurant is this one over here. Let me just show you.
Ooh.
We go in here.
I love that.
And we have even a guy waiting for you at the little reception point.
Hello. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then you have this kind of queuing up area here. So like you see that also quite often, right? In fast food restaurants or something. Where you have to queue up and you can just make your orders and then you have to pay over here. Wow. Basically. And you have like a little indicator if you can pay or not right now. But people mentioned in the comments that it's not really fitting. I do somehow agree. So I will basically get away with this one. It was just a tiny idea.
Yeah. I see what they mean though.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
And then we have I think it's my most favorite outside area of the park. Like this little picnic area. Look at this.
Wow. Oh, I love the lavender around it. That's really cool.
That's I love the
this
touch
is gorgeous.
Oh,
I always get a comment on the foliage. You know me. I always
the foliage. Yes,
have to comment on the foliage.
The foliage is something really, really important. Foliage is also, it's intrigue and no, it's the wrong word actually. It's I remember this one Twitch stream where you actually connected a few areas in your park and you use all the blueprints and this is actually, it's funny. It's the first time ever now that I really have a change to the game, which is now coming with the update, that should suit you personally a lot. Like the grouping of scenery should be like the best thing forever for you.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, because now you don't have to put the blueprints in all the time.
Oh no, I know. They
See?
told us that, and I was like, yes, I needed that like 20 centuries ago. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Really excited for that.
See, that's the bow from the fan base. We need. Like that's the
Exactly.
comments. I would have needed that 20 ages ago. See, that's where it's coming from.
Don't tell them I said that. Yeah.
No.
Of course,
It's
it's
public,
all
the
good.
video is public,
It's
it's all right.
fine. I don't care. It's fine.
Then we go. Do you know that one? The little chapel.
Yes.
I'm quite proud of the
That's
chapel, to be honest.
Oh, it's so nice. I just want to go here and visit now. Please.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
I just love it. And also these little, I have no idea how this is called in English. The people who do service to the Pope or to the priest. Like, I have no idea how they're called.
Altar. I don't know actually.
I don't know.
I'm not
Whatever.
very
But
at home.
those who would kind of sit down here and, do stuff if they are told to. I don't know. Again, this was also an addition from the latest update. Once you came up with glass, I was doing all the stuff with gemstones. Thanks a bunch. I was deleting all the gemstones and using glass instead.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine.
I know.
And then we have, and now let's go to the newest parts. And this is the little castle. Do you know the castle?
I do not know, but this looks
Just
great.
That's like the little, it's more like a fortress, not really a castle, but it's more like a fortress. And you have like the entrance gate, which is also like a theme park security gate. So in the nights, if you close it down, this is like, again, something to put in for realism aspects. So imagine closing these doors and putting all the vehicles you would have in the theme park would go in the middle of this building. And then you can also let down the iron thingy.
Nice.
To make sure that people, that stuff in here is just kind of secure. But yeah, you have some more shops in here. You have a staff building hidden in the end. A toilet, obviously, and a little picnic table area.
Oh,
and then you
cool.
can also go around to have a nice view of the little, look at this, like you have another nice view of the park. You can also look inside these open buildings here on the right hand side and left hand side, and I don't know. If you go further, some fake doors, you can go through this thing. You can also look to this hand side. I just love this. Imagine you see the coaster crushing by like so close to these windows. That would be very exciting to see, right?
Yes.
Is the coaster just, oh yeah, let's just have a look like that. So imagine standing over here, and then let's see, it's like,
I love it.
that's just amazing. Like that's something I would love in a theme park. Yeah, then we have the ATM here, which I have to cover up. This is only here to make people go here, because otherwise they would have no reason to use this. So I just plopped it in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. And now this is my latest build. I'm not finished with, but this is kind of a monastery. Which is having a little flat ride in here.
Wow.
See, and then we have also, which is very important to have for a monastery, grapes.
Yay!
Because they will make their own wine,
They
right?
will, yes. Nom 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 nom. That's cool.
So,
Really
yeah.
well
And
done.
also, I like this look. Look at this. If we just look in here where the coaster comes from, like the little bend.
Oh, that's awesome.
That looks super cool.
Nice. Nice.
Your
I'm
game
running
is
out
just
of like
so
nice words to say.
You don't need to. You can also criticize if you want to.
No,
because
no, 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 no.
Look at this. There's no building.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
finished
no.
yet.
It's
We will
still
have
better
that-
than I would ever do, so, you know.
Yeah. No, it's like we will have a little Fisher Huts building here, and that's basically the rest of it. Oh, and I used a little trick from the community, like hiding a log flume in here
Yeah.
to make it actually look like a river.
Oh, cool.
See, there's like a little stream.
That's
which
such a smart trick that people
Yeah.
like started using. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's super cool because you really have this like water effect without putting in too many VFX, which is also good for the performance. So that's a really handy trick. Yeah.
Yay.
So yeah, and then we have a last building to show you. This is that one, as you can see.
Ooh,
It's
I
the
love that
Fizzies.
sign.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's not done from the inside yet. I have to do it. But we have already a little oven in here, or like a furnace. But yeah, so you can see it's all very narrowly connected in here. So again, like the same as in the Arabian build, I just love to build very close to each other, very themed, and a bit like in Fantasia Land, really.
Yeah.
This is like Yeah. Oh, and one last thing to mention, because I'm not quite sure if you know, because people and I, like in the first episodes, have talked about this. Since this is the Black Death and the story about the Black Death, I will make this whole thing even more broken down in the end. So
Ooh,
I
cool.
just finished the build, and then I'm going to delete some structures to make it actually look like more broken down. And this is kind of the blueprint for it. Look at this. If we have the little wagon over here, like it's fallen over and stuff came out of it, and also over here you have stuff like, imagine that this is like a town which is really sacrificed from the Black Death and really in trouble.
Exactly.
Like to give it really the medieval dirty-ish vibe.
Really cool.
To just have this. But yeah, I think that's about the tour.
Yay!
Just have a last look to my knight. I just like the knight. I have to give props to Mr. S.P. Ridley, who is always inspiring me to make more statues. Because he's like the statues master.
Yeah, he's great.
I always try to do it, but I'm never as good as he is. But I still like my
he's
knight.
Excellent. Really good. Love it.
Yeah. So let's have a last big overview of the park.
Yeah.
Bo, I want to hand over to you for the last words. How do you like the park?
Oh, gosh.
What's your favorite area?
Ooh, that's difficult. I do think my favorite area would be a combination between the main street, just because it's such an impact when you, like, as a guest, you walk in and you have this like inviting plaza to walk towards with the, you know, recognizable weenie in the end. But yeah, also the Arabian Dark Knight. That's just really cool. Just because I've seen it from like concept to finish. That's like a little special one. So yeah, I think that one's partly my favorite. It's really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always cool to hear what other people think of it. For me, it obviously is hard to pick a favorite because with
so much
every
time and effort's gone into it.
Yeah, and that's not really the thing, because they are pretty much all equal in terms of this. But obviously, the game changes, and this is the park I really started with the base game. Like, this park has been started with Planet Coaster 1.0.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And we are now heading to 1.7. So
awesome.
Obviously every area got a tiny tad better, only because of more possibilities and stuff. So it's for me personally, it's hard to judge. I guess I'm still loving the medieval area the most, because it combines like the architectural theming style, but there is a lot of realism aspects in it. Like the architecture is not just made out of something, it's really down to research about medieval building style. And I still try to maintain a theme parkish layout to the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's really cool.
I think this combination really made me a better park builder.
I can imagine, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, so I think we should wrap it up over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice long episode for the people out there. So
I hope everyone enjoyed.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bo, for being here. I really enjoy always recording with you. And looking forward to meeting you again next week.
Absolutely. I hope lots of people will join us, and I'm really excited to see everyone again.
And people, be excited for the vlog. I'm definitely doing a vlog this time again.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, we can see a hyped Bo again rushing through the theme park.
That's me.
It's always my favorite. It's so great. Anyways, guys, have a good day as always. Consider giving it a like if you liked the video. Give a like as well for Bo again, because she's awesome and she deserves a like. So if you don't want to give me a like, give her a like. It still goes to my video, so it's good. And as always, guys, make sure to have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We should be hiding out wherever we may find